Vibranium? So we're in Wakanda now, are we? Wakanda forever!
Sean crosses his arms to do the Wakanda sign while laughing. Clary is staring Sean down. Sean clears his throat and stops. He returns to being professional.
That's vibranium. Now shut up. So, Dr. Malcolm, what exactly is in uranium and where do you get it?
Well, in the 40s, a bomb fell from the sky over a Russian city. Less than 2 minutes later, everything within a mile of it was decimated. Everything was gone. Now, Wait, did this master person cause the bombings?
Listen, can you stay on track, Doc?
Yeah, okay then. It's a radioactive metal. It's important to understand the radioactive part of the element. It's a very important factor to consider. Uranium is naturally radioactive because it's in a constant state of decay, trying to obtain a more stable and permanent solution.
So that's what made the bombs have such an impact.
Precisely. On the other end of the scale is depleted uranium, which is used for tank armor and to make bullets. Depleted uranium is what's left over after enriched uranium is spent at a power plant. It's about 40% less radioactive than natural uranium. According to the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, this depleted uranium is only dangerous if it is inhaled, ingested, or enters the body in a shooting or explosion, which is exactly why the bombs were so lethal to the surrounding civilians.
So basically, Masters is not only an evil fucking bastard, he's a genius too? Great. Asshole?
Sean hits a nearby object.
I apologize. I don't like doing this. But can we go back to you, Dom, where you were saying, so basically Masters is not only, and can you do it like when you do the great part, can you do like gosh, how would this work?
Like I was thinking of it like great asshole.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I just
kind of like you're mocking him. Yeah, I would say like
yeah.
saying like that.
Let me try rereading it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, Masters is not only an evil fucking bastard, he's a genius too? Great. Asshole.
That's good. Sean hits a nearby object.
Yeah, and I just wanted to just add before that, no, I have no problem with criticism. I want this to be the best it can be. So please, if you feel something needs adjusting or needs critiquing, please let me know, and I'll do my best to make it happen.
Absolutely.
You already know that I will. So okay. Let's hear how the hell.
How the hell are we supposed to stop this CB Factor X bomb shit that fucking eats human flesh?
Sean looks at Clarissa. Clarissa shrugs. CBX Factor 10. Even though uranium is the main ingredient, whoever made these bombs needed many other chemical elements in order to create this specific concoction. But like I said before, uranium is what you need to worry about.
So how do we stop them from going off? How do they even blow in the first place?
An explosion needs flame, oxygen, and in this case, uranium. I'd look for the uranium.
We need to look again where those locations were next to.
Sean and Clarissa rush out. You're welcome. Dr. Malcolm napkins his mouth and grabs the hazmat helmet, but stops, smells something. He looks at the bomb fragment. It smolders, burns red at one of the edges. Boom! A blast drives Malcolm into the floor and then across it to the far wall where his corpse settles among the shrapnel. End scene. Forensics lab hallway moments earlier. Clary and Sean hustle through the white-painted cinder block hallway.
You think they sell uranium on the dark web?
I think they sell it on Craigslist.
Really?
Clary rolls her eyes. Explosion as Sean catches up. They drop to the ground.
Clary!
Sean shakes her.
Clary, wake up! Please, wake up!
What the hell happened?
Masters. What does VO?
Voiceover.
Voiceover.
It seems that Weapon Master made it appear that the bomb initially failed, only to have it explode at the most opportune moment and murder the fucking forensic specialist in charge of the case. He's just like the annoying uncle at Thanksgiving. Only an evil genius murderer.
End scene.
Can I add something real quick? So
Yep.
whenever it's voiceover, Dominic, just try and remember like it's kind of you telling the story after the fact, so you know all the events that transpire. So just kind of, I would just approach it. You did it right, good there, but just approach it in a way of like you're really like what happened, so it's like it's less of a surprise, and you're just telling the audience.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think what Chris, I'm gonna like kind of snowball off of that. I think what Chris is saying is it's not so much of like a Masters what, like it's more like
Yeah.
you're more flat, like you're more of a, like you're not, I don't know how to describe it, but I know what you're saying. Dom, do you get it?
So for the Masters, are we talking about specifically and the voiceover?
Just voiceover in
Just
general.
voiceover stuff, because voiceover it's like you telling the story later on to the audience.
Yeah.
So like everything that happened.
Like
So,
you in voiceovers, you don't have any emotion really.
It's like past tense.
yeah, right.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So end scene.
though.
FBI headquarters day. Sean and Clary pore over their laptops, reaching blast radii from the recent terrorist attacks. Sean looks at the clock on the wall, reading 12:47 a.m., then 1:52, then 3:12, then 4:13.
Fuck me. Malcolm was right. The attacks were all within 10 miles of hazardous waste treatment facilities.
Except there.
Clary points to a map, which is unknown to the viewer.
Which has an active nuclear tower.
Holy shit.
Clary looks back at her laptop, clicks the mouse a few times, types.
Hey, Shawnee boy, check this out.
She smiles.
See, this is why I'll let that slide.
He kisses her on the cheek in excitement. Clary smiles in a friendly way. End scene. FBI headquarters, captain's office, day. Dawn. Clarissa and Sean knock on the captain's door, slightly smug and happy. They're holding papers that are messy and scattered. The captain lets them in. Documents fall on the floor as they walk into the captain's office.
Really?
Sean picks up the papers on the floor, and both Clarissa and Sean sit down. They put the documents on the table/desk.
Sorry, sir. We got him. A security cam picked up Masters arriving at this motel precisely at 4:56 a.m. this morning.
We called. Owner said that there's a Howard Henry staying there. Fits Master's description.
Pretty fucking stupid Elias, if you ask.
Alias.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Holt coughs as if to stop it. So that was you, Chris. You just kind of like cough.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Stop it.
No worries.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. But sit. We need a hit now.
Sir.
Oh, my. Sorry, but sir, we need a hit now. Bring his ass in so not one more innocent person gets hurt, or worse, before he heads to the next radioactive area.
Which is where?
Near the university, sir.
Paul tries not to betray any emotion. He lets the moment hang. Paul gets up from his chair.
Yes, agreed. Good work, agents. But remember, he's tricky and highly intelligent. You'll need to be on your A game. He's dangerous, so be careful and be smart.
I knew the risk when I took the job, sir. Thanks for the concern, but we can handle this. Just like you said we could. That's why you put me on the case.
Fair enough.
Nods at them, sits back down.
Agents?
Sir.
Sean nods. He's on his way out, but Hall says,
Owens, a moment.
Clary looks at Sean, giving him a good luck look. Sean closes the door after Clary leaves.
Take a seat.
What is it, Captain?
I just want to make sure you were all right. This is a sensitive case, and I want you to know you can follow through with the order at hand.
Seriously? You were the one who put me on this case to begin with.
I realize that, but planning for an OP researching is one thing. Going through with it in the field is another. Can you do this?
Sean looks offended.
Yes.
Owens, if you have second thoughts, I could put Agent Palmer on with.
I said I can do it.
All right, very well.
Hall gets up. Sean quickly follows. Hall reaches out his hand for Sean to shake. Sean is resistant but agrees. Sean exhales. Sean exits. Clary is waiting for him around the corner. They start walking away together.
You waited for me?
Obviously. What did Hall want?
Nothing.
Don't be a dick.
Clary, I'm not being a dick. He just wanted me to sign off on some forms.
What forms? He didn't ask me to sign.
Drop it.
Jesus, okay.
Thank you.
They resume walking.
Yeah, whatever. As long as I get to kill Masters.
Clary, you know that.
Kidding, Johnny boy. Loosen up, my man.
You know, you have to pick your moments.
Okay, enough. Oh, enough. You loved it.
I really didn't, though.
Do you need me to take you to a meditation class quick? Relax some of those muscles. I mean, damn, Owens, that six-pack I saw the other night.
Clary,
What?
we need to get our head in the game. Be professional for once.
Okay, boss. Let's get this motherfucker.
Finally. That's the Clary I know. Or
Clary,
there.
that's okay. Clary softly hits him like she does and walks off alone. Sean looks up.
You.
Another flashback of his childhood home getting blown up. Flashes of quick memories of his parents show. Sean starts to hyperventilate. He enters a supply closet near. He shuts the door and falls down, breathing heavily. The flashbacks continue. Sean screams. He's panicked. Clary runs in and sees Sean. She closes the door. She sits on the floor beside him. She calms him. Clary looks concerned but doesn't let Sean see. End scene. Nick, if you want to go, you can. I can read for Clary.
Are you sure? Because I don't mind staying on a little longer.
Okay.
It's whatever.
Okay. Parking lot day. Sean and Clarissa gear up outside of a surveillance / riot van. They put together an essential bomb disarming kit with specific tools and gear. They strap on their vests, cock combat rifles. The time is 5:43 a.m. They enter a ghost FBI vehicle. Sean takes a deep breath.
Are you ready to seal the deal?
Are you?
Like a teen on prom night.
That's a terrible example. That's the least ready you can be.
Clary laughs.
Fuck you. You know what I meant.
Seriously though, Sean, are you certain you're ready for this?
Why do people keep on asking me that?
What? Who else asked you that? Is that what Hall tried to talk to you about?
I'm fine. Let's go.
They get in Clary's armored SUV. End scene. Day. Car. Sean and Clary are driving. Sean is driving. Sorry. That should be changed. Clary is in the passenger seat giving directions on where to turn. She puts the radio on. The song Benny and the Jets by Elton John comes on.
Ooh, classic.
Sean rolls his eyes but smiles.
Benny.
He turns down the song.
Turn here.
Hey.
Clary looks at the device.
No, next one.
Clary blasts the music. She looks at Sean, signaling him to join her in singing. Sean reluctantly starts. They both sing along. End scene. Motel day. Sean and Clarissa sit in a parked car. They steal glances at a motel room. A fan spins on its slowest setting.
Wait, did you lose it on prom night?
Can we not?
Oh my God, that is...
Clary, I have eyes. Let's go.
They exit the vehicle. That was perfect. They exit the vehicle and sneak up to Master's room. Sean presses tight to one side of the door, Clary the other. She nods at Sean. He kicks the door down. End scene. Motel continuous. Masters, 40, silver hair, salt and pepper beard, wears a gray suit with a silver sheen. Sits in a desk chair centered in the otherwise empty room, ankle up on his knee. fiddling with his fingers. So Barnes will be you, Chris, okay?
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
All right.
FBI, freeze.
Took you long enough, Agent Owens. Who's your friend? She's hot. You hitting that?
I'm that bitch Karma. You may have heard about me. On your knees, you asshole.
Glad you brought that up. See, karma is an interesting concept. What goes around comes around. So deep, so passive. Do you believe in karma, Sean?
I believe in cause and effect. I believe you're about to go to prison for the rest of your fucking miserable life.
Sigh, smug grin.
But prison is just not the place for me. You see, I have plans. I'm speaking at a very important...
Get on the fucking ground or we will use force.
What kind of force?
Winks.
On
Okay.
the fucking ground.
All right. We'll do it your way.
Okay. I just want to say something. So this scene right here was actually what I was thinking. He would put his hands up, and he'll be wearing these kind of gloves that will give him like this. I don't know what kind of, just the gloves. Give him this like force kind of thing where he does that, but he takes the gun away from Clary. He shoots both.
Right.
Sorry, I just.
Does it? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
I'll make a note and we can discuss that after.
Okay.
Dr. Barnes puts his hands behind his head, pinches a needle from the collar behind his neck. He slings it at them and dive rolls out of the chair. The needle lodges right above Clary's knee. She misfires as she falls. The gun rattles out of her hand and skitters across the floor. Sean fires 3 times. The bullets pelt Dr. Barnes' suit and drop to the ground.
The fuck?
What a man wears says a lot about him, Agent Owens. I wear carbon.
Dr. Barnes charges Sean, who fires into him without result. Barnes and Sean fight. They're both very talented fighters, however, both get hurt badly from the other. Clary drags herself toward the gun. Dr. Barnes knocks Sean to the ground. Masters rips the beaded cord out of the fan. Sean sweeps his leg. When Masters falls, Sean tries to front mount him, but Masters loops his leg and uses their momentum to continue rolling. He lands a devastating punch to Sean's jaw, knocking him out, then he uses the cord to choke Sean. Clary gets to her gun and aims at Dr. Barnes, who lets off the cord to pick Sean's pistol up and shoots her dead. Sirens close in.
Well, Agent Owens, looks like our date just got cut short. And we didn't even get to second base.
Sean's eyes roll and he comes back to consciousness, sees Clary. Dr. Barnes stands. Sean feebly reaches for his legs. Dr. Barnes stomps on his face. Smash to black and scene, motel night. A body bag is rolled into the back. Okay, now we're done, Nick. Do you want to keep going? Like, want to be here?
I think I should. I'd love to be here, but I think I should sign off. It's getting late here, so
Yeah,
we'll see you this weekend.
Excellent, excellent work.
Yeah.
Very good.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
See you later.
Okay. A body bag is rolled into the back of the ambulance beside Sean, who sits on the bumper with a bloodied breathing mask. Captain Hall steps away from local PD to talk with Sean.
I'm sorry, Owens. Rivers was one of our best.
Clary. Her name was Clary. I had him, Captain. We had him. And now my goddamn partner is dead because of me. Because
of Masters. And an end of story. Don't offend your partner's memory by taking the blame off him.
Are you fucking kidding me? Sir!
Yes, Agent Owens. This is the job. If you start blaming yourself, I've seen it enough times. It will make for a difficult and a very long career.
Well, you know what? That won't be a fucking issue because I quit.
Good.
Owens.
Sean begins to walk away. Hall grabs his arm.
Owens, you can't be serious.
If you tell me what I can and can't do one more fucking time, I swear to God.
Are you threatening a superior officer?
That's exactly what I'm fucking doing now. Let go of me.
Hall lets go of Sean's arm. Sean slams down his badge and gun on a car trunk, walks away while ripping his FBI vest and throwing it on the ground.
You're making a huge mistake.
Go fuck yourself.
End scene. Sean's apartment, night. Sean arrives back at his apartment, stopping for a moment at the front door. He looks around at his place, shoves all his belongings off a table, including a photo of him and Clarissa posing together at FBI training camp. He falls to his knees, sobbing. Sean moves away the glass and picks up the photo. He looks at it. He turns the photo over. It reads, "Since I know you love being called this, to my Shawnee boy, I can't wait to save the world with you. Love, Clary." Sean half giggles / smiles under his breath. He stands up and walks over to his laptop. He searches the dark web, scrolls through different nanotech weapons. Sean is concentrated and determined. End scene. Sean's apartment, bedroom, night. Scattered papers everywhere, a web of red string connecting news and photo evidence takes up an entire wall, all centered around an image of Dr. Barnes smiling. Sean pins articles of Jane arcs as well, and then more information on possible sightings of more heroes / evolved. Lastly, it's shown that there are different names on a sheet, but Sean circles the name Deadclaw with a pen / marker. Sean puts together his hero outfit.
Now you're all caught up. You can see why Dr. Barnes has ruined my life now, right? How he murdered my parents, murdered hundreds of people, murdered my best friend, my fucking partner. You see, this chick who's been all over the news, I need to find her. She can help me find Barnes. At least I hope she can.
Sean notices the TV. Cassandra Lanes. Cassandra Lanes here, and I'm here live where the masked woman, who the public are now calling a hero, just saved a woman by the name of Elizabeth Arks from jumping off that. Sighs in disbelief. On the screen, the reporter points to a skyscraper. Witnesses say they saw her mid-air grab the girl and just moments later put arcs on the ground, then vanish. Just incredible. Sean puts on his outfit. He attaches his weapons. He puts on the claws. Sean leaves his apartment through the back window.
See you soon, hero.
Okay, now you're gonna, Chris, can you read the enter?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yep. End scene. Jane is at the scene in an alley watching and the reporters. She sits on the ground, closing her eyes, sighs in relief. Suddenly, hears a sound from around the corner. She gets up, takes her swords from her back, in preparation for a fight.
Who's there?
She sees a figure running from another alley, farther away from the public. She follows. She loses them. She then sees a figure running to an abandoned warehouse. She runs after them. She enters the building.
Who the fuck are you? Why are you following me? Why were you following me? Sorry.
She steps quietly around the room, looks for the mysterious person. She notices a foot under some rubbish. She stabs it with her sword. It was just a dummy.
What do you want?
She begins to get angry. She uses her telekinesis to focus on where the person went. She hears the person thinking and laughing. She won't know what hit her.
I won't know what hit me, hey? Who are you?
The figure gets out from their hiding place. It's Sean. Jane can't see who it is. Sean slowly walks to the center of the warehouse. With his head down, Jane gets the position to fight. Swords pointed toward Sean, knees bent.
Answer me, or I swear to God, I'll...
You're what, Jane?
Jane is confused, shocked, doesn't know what to think. She wears a mask for a reason. No one knows who really he is or what she can do. She takes note of his claws. Sean slowly walks towards Jane. As he walks towards her, he steps back in sync with Sean. Jane teleports behind Sean. She chokes him. Sean forces her forward and on the ground. Jane gets up. She pulls out her swords.
Okay.
Sean extracts his claws even longer. They fight. Each swing of both parties are blocked by the other person. They continue to fight. No one wins.
What are you?
Well, long story. You could call me Deathclaw.
Deadclaw, huh?
Sean brushes it off.
Look, I know who you are. I know what you can do. And unless you help me, I could go right back to that reporter and rat your ass out. I'm guessing you don't want that.
You'd have to get through me.
Jane teleports in front of Sean as he pulls out a phone. Jane is now 2 feet in front of Sean. They're face to face.
I was hoping you'd say that. One click and you're done. And before you can even think about hurting me, I have copies.
Jane looks at the phone. It's her identity. She looks back at Sean.
What do you want?
Sean backs away.
Your help.
You're gonna have to be a little more specific, Deadbat.
It's Dead Claw. Whatever. Have you heard of Dr. Barnes?
No, am I supposed to?
They walk around in a circle, staring intently at each other. Zooms in on Jane grasping her sword tightly.
He's responsible for the recent bombings, the one you failed to stop, and instead saved some random chick from a building.
First of all, her name is actually, I don't know. She never got the chance to tell me. Whatever. Look, I'm sorry about the bombings, I am, but I can't predict the fucking future. I don't know how to work that side of my powers yet. I'm doing what I can for the people who actually can be saved.
So the hundreds of people who died weren't worth saving?
I didn't say that.
Might as well have.
Jane looks disappointed in herself.
Look, I have other things on my plate, okay?
Like what? What is more important than saving the world?
Jane doesn't answer.
Like I said, I know what you can do, and I can help you. I can help you with your powers, but I need your help in return.
I don't even know you.
But I know you.
That does not help the situation, like, at all. Plus, that's creepy.
Okay, it's not creepy. I just did my research. I know how to find people. I know how to dig.
How?
Never mind how.
Oh, so tell me how it's fair that you know everything about me, apparently, and I know nothing about you. What is your real name?
Ignores the last question.
Sucks to suck.
Wow, nice. You're just like the guys in my high school.
Like Chase Graff, by the way. If it's any consolation, I think what he did to you was a dick move. Wait. Why didn't you just kick his ass, though? If you're so evolved, why didn't you do anything about it?
How, how do you know all that?
I told you. I don't want to dig.
Jane seems embarrassed.
I didn't know I had powers yet, okay?
Was it when you exploded the milkshakes over the two hotties in your class?
Oh my fucking god, you're one of them.
Sean looks offended. He's curious what she means.
What? One of who?
A delusional, ignorant, idiotic, typical male. The type of man who thinks every woman on this earth wants to sleep with him.
Huh. Okay. We're getting off track here. I'm the one in charge here.
You know what? I'm not scared of you.
You should be.
Sean pulls out his phone again. Threatens to send out her profile of who she really is.
Either help me or everyone knows who you are. There's a lot more dirt where this came from.
Jane sits down, thinks. She looks like she has a plan up her sleeve. She holds her swords. Gets up. She sighs.
What do you need me to do?
Sean grins. Fade out.
Fade out!
Fade out.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Okay, Dom.
All right.
Dominic.
I'm here.
Oh,
You hear me?
how did that feel? Was there something that was kind of off, that didn't feel right saying, that should be changed?
I had a lot of fun, honestly. This was really fun. I already feel myself connecting to like the role, honestly.
Oh, it's good.
I do too.
Yeah, like this is really like fun. I mean, honestly, other than like me saying the words that were spelled incorrectly. I
Yes.
mean, yeah.
There's a couple I took note of those to fix.
Yeah, but I just thought that was funny.
Okay, well,
But yeah, no, I mean, I love this. Like, Is this the same as a printed copy, or is it a little different? Will I need to print out a new one?
It's
We
probably gonna. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Jenna.
no, go ahead, Chris.
It's probably gonna just slightly change here and there, but this is basically the bare bones of it. Like, maybe certain lines might change or something like that. But so I would say you print this out, you pretty much have all the character beats and where the story is going.
Yeah.
Perfect. And moving forward.
Yeah, so that will be discussed this weekend with everyone.
And this will be a Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all gonna be Zooms.
Oh, perfect. And then I mean, I just wanted to hear, I know you guys said, you'll critique me and stuff. I just wanted to ask, what can I do to improve, your vision of the character? Because, I wouldn't mind working on this on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go
Yeah,
first.
I mean, you don't have to tell me now. Like, you can tell me, send it over a message or whatever.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you now. So how I wrote this or helped co-write this is having, like, for example, the joke that I'm thinking of right now is like, okay, tell me what CBD means. Like, obviously that is not CBD, it's CBX factor 10 or whatever it is. And also he says, oh, we're in Wakanda now. Like, Sean is a smartass, but he's also smart. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
he's smart, but he's a smart ass too. So
Cool.
his delivering his lines needs to be like quick and witty, and as in he knows everything.
Yeah.
That's what I have to say.
Maybe also because remember deep down he's hiding some pain with the tragedy that he went through with his parents. So the way I looked at the character when we were writing it is that he's being sarcastic kind of to hide his pain. So I would maybe perform it in a way where it's like, how like sometimes, if you're upset about something, but you don't want people to see that you're upset. So you pretend to be happy or make a joke or something like that. Maybe approach it in a way where you're hiding a lot of pain internally, but you're, just coming off sarcastically and everything to make sure people don't realize that you're depressed, or making sure people don't see that you're really upset about what happened.
Mm-hmm. Gabe, do you have anything to add?
So, hello?
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was hearing static. Okay. After hearing this and stuff, I don't think I was thinking. I was thinking a lot. I was thinking about how everything was gonna look and stuff. I have a pretty big vision of what this first episode is gonna be on, and I've also realized that if I want this vision that I'm thinking of to happen, I'm gonna need to work my ass off. Like, I'm gonna have to get some friends together, and I'll have to share the script with them if you guys are okay with that. These people wouldn't give out any information, but basically just do a small test footage, because this is gonna I have to practice and watch videos too would probably help too for camera angles and everything else. The only thing, Dom, you did fantastic. Jen, you did fantastic. Chris, you've done fantastic.
Thank you.
I'm really excited for this. As far as I know, you guys have done great. So, and that's everyone, not just Dom. Everyone.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot. Appreciate
You're
that.
welcome.
Gabe, would you doing the read through? Is there anything you would slightly change or tweak about?
How about us three talk privately after we answer Dom's question, and then we can discuss that.
Okay, cool.
But other than that, I think we don't have anything else to add for Dom, right?
Maybe just as a reference for the voiceovers, just look at like films and stuff where people narrate a lot and voiceover work. You know, one that comes off the top of my head is Deadpool, obviously. Kind of like you know, he's telling people the story of what happened in his life. You know.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we were going for when we were writing it,
Yeah.
Dom. Is so maybe I just rewatch Deadpool actually. Homework is watching Deadpool, like as a.
That's great homework.
Any other questions, Dom? Dom, any other
no,
questions?
No, the rest is just my own personal work and really just building up the character that I, want. And obviously I'll be asking you all questions, in between. Just send some messages if I have anything.
Yeah, you already know I'll answer anything.
Yeah, feel free to DM any one of us. So.
Oh yeah, but I'm gonna keep practicing. I definitely do want to start memorizing these.
Yeah. If it helps you reading with a friend, if make sure someone that you trust, like maybe even print some sides out. But if
we have less than a minute.
Yeah, but if it helps you reading with a friend, maybe you could try something like that.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
It's cool.
But this was a good time. Thank you.
It was.
You.
Yeah, you did really well. I'll talk to you more, Dom, like privately about this too.
Yeah, down for that.
Okay. Well, us three are gonna talk about script stuff, so we'll say goodnight to you if that's cool.
Sounds good. I'll leave.